From North America's dense forest to the Himalayas' isolated highlands, stories of strange creatures that lurk just beyond the veil of our understanding have been passed down through generations. These cryptids, based between the realms of myth and reality, are a tapestry woven from the fears, folklore, and whispers of our cultures worldwide. Are these beasts mere legends born of superstition, or do they hide in the dark corners of our world, waiting for the moment they are finally revealed? The hunt for answers begins. But remember, some things are better left undisturbed. Welcome to Myth and Lores, a journey into the dark and divine. Without further ado, let's jump into another lore. The Chupacabra, a creature deeply woven into modern folklore, has a sinister and mysterious legacy that stretches far beyond the typical cryptid story. Its name, meaning goat sucker in Spanish, hints at its terrifying method of attack. The creature is said to drain the blood of livestock, particularly goats, and occasionally other animals like chickens, dogs, and even larger mammals. The legend of the Chupacabra first emerged in Puerto Rico in 1995. The earliest reports described it as a reptilian creature with spines along its back, alien-like eyes, and an insatiable thirst for blood. The first notable sightings were of livestock being found with 2 or 3 punctured wounds on their necks, drained of blood. These incidents were often attributed to some creature. Still, the Chupacabra myth quickly expanded beyond Puerto Rico with reports in Latin America, the United States, and even parts of Asia. Over time, the appearance of the Chupacabra has evolved in popular imagination. Early accounts depicted it as reptilian, scaly skin, sharp spines, and glowing eyes, but many subsequent reports described a more canine-like creature. These modern variations were often hairless with gaunt, skeletal bodies, sharp teeth, and a hunched posture. This shift in appearance might result from the misidentification of known animals, such as coyotes, suffering from mange, which explains some of the hairless sightings. Some reports describe a creature with alien-like characteristics, such as large black eyes and an aura of malevolent energy. These sightings, often in rural or isolated areas, lend themselves to the more supernatural interpretations of the Chupacabra, positioning it as a demonic or otherworldly force rather than just a cryptid. The Chupacabra's mythos is rooted not just in its appearance, but also in the fear and uncertainty it creates. Several dark theories regarding its origins exist, often straddling the line between myth and science fiction. One more popular but chilling theory is that the Chupacabra results from secret government experiments. Some speculate that the creature could be a bioengineered organism created either by the military or other shadowy organizations, possibly as part of a failed biological warfare program. This would tie into broader fears of government outreach, particularly around the concept of black projects, classified experimental endeavors that have gone awry. Another theory suggests that the Chupacabra is extraterrestrial. Some describe it as a creature that arrived on Earth via a UFO, perhaps even having a connection with other alien phenomena like crop circles or mysterious cattle mutilations. This theory draws from the same well of fear and fascination that fuels the stories of Roswell and other UFO-related conspiracies. In a more supernatural vein, the Chupacabra is sometimes considered a demonic entity, a manifestation of evil, or a curse placed upon certain areas. This darker law often ties the Chupacabra to rituals and ancient practices, suggesting it might result from some malevolent force summoned through occult or black magic ceremonies. In these stories, the creature is said to have a ravenous, insatiable hunger for blood, driven by a need to punish those who have disturbed sacred grounds. The Chupacabra's blood-sucking nature may also tie into ancient myths of vampires and other creatures that drain life energy. Some claim it is an incarnation of the night-sucking spirits that have appeared in cultures worldwide. These include the Aswang in the Philippines, the Layak in Bali, and other bloodthirsty creatures that appear in local folklore and legends. The Chupacabra is a modern manifestation of much older fears. The Chupacabra holds a special place in the collective psyche of many communities, particularly in Latin America, where fear of the creature can sometimes paralyze entire regions. In some rural areas, people report seeing livestock mysteriously slaughtered with no clear explanation, leading to widespread panic. The emotional toll this takes on the affected communities is immense, as people grow afraid to let their animals outside at night or even to venture into specific areas. The Chupacabra becomes a symbol of the unknown, the unexplainable, something that cannot be controlled or understood, which is often more terrifying than any tangible enemy. As the legend grew, the Chupacabra began appearing in various media forms, from movies to television series, often with a more exaggerated and fantastical twist. It has appeared in science fiction TV shows like X-Files, video games, and horror films. These portrayals often emphasize the creature's sinister, malevolent nature, feeding into the aura of mystery and terror surrounding it. However, despite its place in pop culture, the Chupacabra has never been conclusively proven to exist. Scientific investigations of alleged Chupacabra attacks typically reveal mundane explanations. Predators such as dogs, coyotes, or other scavengers, often with mange, are responsible for the livestock deaths. The puncture wounds found on the animals are usually attributed to the feeding habits of these animals, though no definitive proof has ever emerged to disprove the creature's existence entirely. The Chupacabra remains one of the most chilling figures in modern cryptozoology, blending elements of ancient myth, contemporary fears, or a thirst for the unknown. Its story is as much about the things that bump in the night as it is about how fear can shape folklore. Whether you view it as a real creature, a product of mass hysteria, or a profoundly symbolic representation of fear and the unknowable, the Chupacabra's dark lore has captured the imagination and hearts of millions and will likely continue to do so for generations to come. That concludes this lore. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next lore. Bye.